Hello. Hello. Marie, first to comment today. Hello, my lovely. Hello, Steph. Hi, Suzanne and Aria. Hi, Sandy and Cassie. Hi, Susie and Joanne. Hello. How are we all? Are we okay? Hi, Joanna. Hi, Sue and Amy. Hi, Jutta. Hi, Madeline. Hello. It's Sunday. I was going to say Friday night. It's Sunday. Have we had a good weekend? Hi, Tracy. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Good evening, Alison. Hi, Leanne and Gemma. Hi, Brenda and Kathy. Hello. Hi, Sharon. Hello. Hello, Linda. Excuse me. Hi, Kaylee and Julie and Kate. Hi, Danielle. Lots of you coming in. Hello. Have you had a good weekend? We've been here Friday, Saturday and Sunday today, this week, which is, oh, bless her, Chloe. Yeah, which is quite cool. Job interview tomorrow. Oh, wow, Jacqueline, I wish you all the luck in the world. Yep, Zoe, not a problem. I'll show them for you in just a moment. Okay, so we'll show you those just before we start. That's not a problem. So sorry, let me just sort that out. Okay, so today, oh, I'm ever so sorry. I've just got to, nope. Haven't been able to watch. Oh, bless you. I'm ever so sorry. I just need to send this message to Aaron. Do you watch Nighttime Show? I haven't, Donna, no. Okay, so we'll get started for today. Today we have so much going on, I've got to remember. So we've got the tantalising treats, which are different oysters in these bags. You get to pick what face you would like. And then it's a great way to start off the your Pearl collection, or even add to your Pearl collection. We've got the trick or treat cards, which with every order you'll get a trick or treat card. So in here, for example, this one says it's a trick. And if I dive in again, this one says it's a treat. So every order will get a trick or treat card. We have Halloween oysters available, which are oysters with Halloween coloured pearls inside. All other oysters are available as well. We have the sparkle dip bag, and we have the mini sparkle dip bag, which is this one here. Now this is charms. Now there are some charms, like some of the heart charms and like the baguette rectangle charms, which are on the website. They are in here, some of them are, but we've got lots of new shapes and designs. So that's a normal heart. We've got the raindrops. We've got the flowers. Now these are like the sparkle dips, where you can choose to add on an oyster opening, or you can have the dip on its own. You can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. You can swap the pearl if you would like to. So yeah, just like the sparkle dips, apart from they're for charms. Also, we have the option now to add them onto a keyring fitting, and I was going to get the keyring fitting ready and I completely forgot, so I do apologise. I don't have the keyring fitting to show you, but I will do for Tuesday's live. I think that's everything. Oh wow, Susie, congratulations. I'm glad you got to wear your jewelry, but I'm most of all happy that you got married. You've congratulations, my lovely. Now, I did have an email from Zoe to request to see some jewellery on the live. Now, while we've got the decor up, I can't always go and get the jewellery out just because obviously everything's sort of put up at the moment. So what I've said is, if you email me if you'd like to see an item of jewellery, I can then get it ready to show on live. So we're just going to quickly show these earrings to you. So if we go down, these are the Blossom Bunch earrings. So these are 925 silver. They're stud back earrings. Now you can see your pearl is going to sit on these two little discs at the top here. You've then got that blossom flower, and then you've got the silver flower down here next to him. So your pearls sit up here, and they are the Blossom Bunch earrings. Wow, Dixie, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. And then you've also requested to see the decant earrings. So these are slightly different. These are hook back earrings. Again, 925 silver. There's the hook back part. Now these, actually I'm just going to turn them around so they're on the plain side of the card, just because they've got a lot of detail and I want the camera to focus in on them and not the background. So these are the decant earrings. Now your pearl is going to get set in the centre of these. So you can see the disc in the centre. I'm just going to see if I can get it any closer to get this focused on just the one. Bear with me, I'm just going to see if it will focus up. No, I think the closest I'm going to get is that. So you do have some zircon crystals around the outside, and that sort of royal filigree almost design going around them. So they are the decant earrings. So Zoe, I hope that helped. I hope that helped, my lovely. So shall we get started for today, and then we'll go from there. Just thinking I haven't forgot anything else. Hopefully I haven't. If you would be able to show the drop near my ear? Right, hang on. So it would be there. So if I put it in front of my ear. It's a paper ruler I've got here, but lengthwise, from where the top of the earring would go in the ear, they are 3 centimeters drop down. Okay, so 3 centimeters, if you can see that. Okay, I hope that helps. Sorry for the paper. I was tidying up today and I found the paper, the paper ruler. How cool is that? Right, okay, so shall we get started for today? Up first today is Brenda Crane. Brenda, are you here? No, Zoe, you're very welcome. Like I said, I don't mind doing it. I'm absolutely very happy to do so. Just, yeah, sometimes I may need a little bit of pre-warning just so I can get them out ready. But I don't mind showing off jewellery. I'm very happy to do so. Yep, there's spaces for tonight. If you would like to order, you will get added onto the order list. And Brenda, hello, hello, hello. You are here, my lovely. So Brenda, you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Thank you, Jennifer. So I better do that before I start touching all the oysters. Mystery and donate. So I've actually got lots of different bags on the desk today. So, Mystery Oyster, donate your shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let me get him open for you. Okay, so let's go down. Mystery Oyster, donating the shells. Like I say, are there certain colours you're hoping for? You have a lighter, softer pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And in here, I can actually see a slight peeper down the bottom there. And you have a lilac purple pearl. There's no more in that one there. So you have a lilac purple pearl Brenda. Now, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. We can pop this on the jewellery for you. However, if you're not happy and you prefer to swap him for a different colour, we can do that for you as well. So it's completely up to you what you would like to do. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an, he is an 8. Love it, you're happy with that one. Perfect. Let me bring you back up then. And if I pop him in here for you, I'm happy, you're happy with that one. And then you get a trick or treat card as well. So if I dive in here for you. And in here, you have a treat, Brenda. Now your treat is 10% off code. So tomorrow you're going to be sent a 10% off code for the website. So if you would like to order again in the future, you'll have that 10% off code that you can use. Now you can use it straight away, but again, it doesn't have an expiry on it, so you can hold on to it if you would like to. I do hope you're happy with everything there, and that's safe up there for you. Charlotte, it's because we've got our Christmas open at home boxes. Obviously they're all getting released, or those of you who've pre-ordered, they're getting released at the start of November. So we are getting all of those prepped, ready, which I'm very excited about, ready to be released at the start of November. So obviously because those are being sent out, I thought that video would help, I'm saying a lot today, I don't know what's going on, would help with you if you do have that open at home oyster, just to be safe, and also just the best way to open it, because obviously some people, when I obviously first started opening them, you just, yeah, it's easier to, I don't know what's going on with me today. I need a tea. I thought it would be helpful. There we go. Oh, are the captions on? Okay, so if you don't want the captions on, click the three dots. Click the 3 dots in the top corner, and then you can turn the captions off that way. Thank you, Charlotte. I hope it helped. Oh, need to come. I'm going to message Aaron. There we go. Right, up next this evening is Anne Allsop. Anne, are you here? I don't know if he'll, him and the kids are watching Star Wars. Aaron realised the other day that he said he's failed as a dad because our son didn't know a reference to Star Wars, he said. So Aaron was like, nope. So he's taken the kids through the Star Wars films. So I think they're on, think they're on film number 3, I'm not sure. So yeah, he might be busy watching that for a bit. So I'm looking for Anne Alsop. Anne, are you here? Oh, there's a few at the moment, Sue. So obviously pearlsofbrecken@gmail.com still works, that's fine. We've also got info@pearlsofbrecken.com. That one is another, so either one of those two will be absolutely fine. But the pearlsofbrecken@gmail.com still works. You'll get a reply back from info@pearlsofbrecken. But yeah, either one will still get your email. Thank you, Nicola. Okay, last call for Anne Alsop. If not, we'll move on. And if you're here, please type I'm invisible or bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else can see Anne, please comment on her comments, because again, it will bring it forward so I can see. If you would like to order, you can order on our website. It's pearlsofbrecken.com, or you can find the link in the description above. Okay, so I haven't seen Anne, so we're going to move on. And up next is Aria Dovey. Aria, are you here? Oh, did she, Steph? Okay. I haven't seen that. Maybe I've missed that. The thing with Facebook, obviously on the page, I don't get all the notifications. They sort of group things together, so sometimes I do miss things. So yeah, I don't think I've seen that. And Aria, hello. So you have a tantalising treat, the first one of the night. So what I'm going to need from you is what pumpkin face you would like, and also what number. So you've got numbers 1, 2 and 3. Number 1 is the top row, number 2 is the middle row, number 3 is the bottom row. So I'll need what face and what number pumpkin you would like. So the faces are Casper, Toothy, Dracula, Gnasher and Evel Knievel. Aria, you're going to go for Casper 2, as it didn't steer you wrong last time. Donate your shells. So Casper's this one here on this end, and number 2 is the middle one. So let's just get this off here. So you can see Casper number 2, and you have 1, 2 and 3 oysters in there. There's no more in that one. Let me get this open. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So donating the shells. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let's go down. So oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in your first oyster, you have a pinkle. Now, a pinkle is a mix between a pink and a purple. Now, I'm going to just dry him up for you. And hold them up so you can see. On the camera, I think it's looking more pink, but he definitely does have that slight pinkle tone to him here. Then moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side. Oh! And the other side. And in here you are twinning. And you're twinning with Autumn Peach Twins there. And there's no more in that one. Now your Autumn Peach Twins are two slightly different tones and also slightly different sizes. So you've got a lighter and a brighter one, and the lighter one looks visually larger there. Now I will measure them at the end, but like I say, it does look like they're slightly different sizes there. Moving on to your last oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here, oh, flying out there, and you are twinning for a second time, and you're twinning, oh, I'm just going to have a closer look at that colour. That's either lighter coral twins or a slightly darker autumn peach. Let me have a closer look. No, that autumn peach twins, slightly smaller than your first set, and these two are more the same colour compared to your other ones. So all in the sand for you, Aria. I hope you're happy with these. You've got a Pinkle twinning autumn peach pearls there. One's lighter, one's darker, and twinning autumn peach pearls again. So if I pop these on the board, your Pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Your darker autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. His twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5, so I'm measuring slightly different there. Then your second set of autumn peach twins, twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7, and twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. So again, now I'm measuring, oh sorry, slightly brighter there, measuring slightly different there. Bab? Thank you for the tea. So if I bring you back up there, Aria, I'm glad you're happy with those. Let me put these in here for you. Yeah, Madam Mim. Well, I'll talk about Madam Mim in just a second. So Aria, you get a trick or treat again. So with your trick or treat, and you have, in here, you have a treat. You have 10% off code, which means tomorrow you'll get an email from us with a 10% off code. Now, you'll be able to use that straight away, but also it doesn't have an expiry on it, so you can hold on to it if you would like to. I do hope you're happy with everything, my lovely, and that's safe up there for you. Thank you again for the donations with your shells. And I've added you back into the end there, that's not a problem. And for those of you, if you prefer not to have the subtitles on, just click the 3 dots at the top and then you'll be able to turn them off there, and then you won't have to read them if you don't want to. Okay, perfect. So up next then this evening is Sharon Lamb. Sharon, are you here? Thank you, Bab. Sharon, hello. So Sharon, you are the first to have a mini sparkle dip. No oyster opening with your one. So the mini crystal dip. Oh, I've called it crystal dip and not sparkle dip. I've only just noticed. It's meant to be a mini sparkle dip. Oh, well, the name will be changing and I'll do the poster again to mini sparkle dip, not mini crystal dip. Oh, such a... Okay, so same rules apply. We're going to dive in. I'm going to pull one out and then you get to stick or twist with that one. So, just going to give them a mix. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to give them a mix to start with. And then if I dive in, now, because these are charm sized, I'm guessing I'm going to be able to fit more in my pinch, if that makes sense. Also, I'm not going to go too far away from this bag opening, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. So you have one of our newer charms here. Let's go down. Now this is one of our sun dot charms, and this is in a mid blue. So you can see on the reverse side here you do have this point, so when it does sort of sit, it doesn't sit still, so it's always going to be moving and catching the light there. Now these charms, I've only put them together with their little bail on them so far, just because you guys get to pick what fitting you would like, and of course if you'd like pearls on them or not. So I've only made them up so far with the bail, and they will get made up obviously with the fittings on, but there's yeah, they don't have the fittings on to show you at the moment. So what do you think to this one, Sharon? If you're happy with this one, you get to stick, or if you prefer to risk it and twist it, we can do so as well. So it's completely up to you what you would like to do. Can you twist with that one? Of course you can. So if I bring you back up, now it's the same with the sparkle dip bags. There's multiple different charms. There's actually over 80 charms in that bag, which are all different styles and colours. Now no two are the same in the bag. After the lives I can top them back up. For example, if this one got chosen and then if I have another one of this colour and shape and size, it can get added back into the bag afterwards. But yeah, there's over 80 in here, and there's no two the same. So if we do twist, you're not going to get the same style and colour come out. You may get the same style, or you may get the same colour, but not exactly the same. So again, I'm just going to give them a little mix for you. And then diving in, and a big pinch there. Oh, these are harder to see if I've got one or not, because the pendant's obviously way more, so you can feel when you flap it, you can feel if it flaps around. Just some insider information there. Okay, so with this one here, you have one of our raindrop charms. Now this is, let's go down. So you've seen our raindrop pendants. This is a raindrop charm. Now this has got a beautiful purple tone to him there. I hope you're happy with that one, Sharon. So this one is the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter. Oh, the bail does have the stamp on the back on that side, so it does have that slight stamp there, but you can have this charm either way round wherever you're popping it onto. So I hope you're happy with that one. You love it? Perfect. Let me bring you back up again. Purple, yes, the charms have got yeah, the charms have got a wider range of colours than we do in the pendants at the moment. It's just what we've got. Sharon, though, I hope you're happy with that. You also have a trick or treat. So if I dive in and give them a mix, We've still got cages, Jasmine, on the website. All the cages are still on the website, my lovely. So this one, let me hold it so it's the right way round. So in this one, you do have a trick on there, Sharon, which does mean that there's nothing on the back of that one. However, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. Bronnie, I think they're different prices. I can't remember off the top of my head which one's which. Yeah, they're different prices. I mean, I can add, I've got your order here. I can add you on the end and then we can sort it out. I can then get that email sent over to you tomorrow to do that if you'd like me to. Okay, so Sharon, you're very, very welcome. Up next this evening is Cassie Seawood. Cassie, are you here? We have different events, Jasmine, at different times. So at the moment we have the Tantalising Treats board, and the Sparkle Dip and the Mini Sparkle Dip are both just different events we've got going on. So we did have the Oyster Charm board and the Cage one as well. They're just not on at the moment. Cassie, hello, hello, hello. Cassie, you have 2 openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Louise, if you have ordered, yep, it will be tonight. I'll do an updated order list as we get nearer the end of this order list. So this order list was posted on the page just before the live. So I will be posting another order list once we get to the end of this one. Okay, it will be tonight. Don't click on any links there, guys. You'd like Nunu Rainbow Oyster and you'd like to keep your shells. Okay, now are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So Nunu Rainbow Oyster. Thank you, Sophie. Number 1 and number 2. I tried to grab him then, but I think you got to him first. So there's 1 and 2. So let's go down. So you'd like to keep your shells, and like I say, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Bless you, Nicola. Thank you for the stars, and I am. Thank you, my lovely. So Cassie, oyster number 1. Hoping for purple for your sister. It's an early birthday gift for her. Fingers crossed for you. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. Oh, and in here you are twinning. And you're twinning with sea green twins there. I mean, can you guys still hear me if I talk over Madam Mim there? Or do I need to stop talking while she's exclaiming? So you've got twinning sea greens. I'm just going to clean the shells up as we go, and then we'll have a closer look for you. You can still hear me. Okay, so I'll try. I mean, she takes my concentration, but I will try to talk over her. That way you don't just get a silent moment for a few seconds. Right, so these are Twinning Sea Green Twins, slightly two-tonal there. So if you've got lighter and darker areas as you go around the pearl, and this one as well, this one's slightly more two-tonal, just has a slight silvery area there. So I hope you're happy with those ones. And then moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here, now this shell is falling apart slightly there, I do apologise. Oh, and we have a darker grape purple there. And there's no more in that one. So again, just let me clean up this shell for you. I do apologise, like I say, this shell has slightly come apart. I think he must have had a crack in him as I opened him there. Sometimes with these shells, if they do have a slight crack in them, they will then sort of just split as you prise them open. But let me show you this grape purple. Now, if you're happy with all of these colours, you can just let me know which ones you'd like on the jewellery. However, if you're not happy with the colours, we can swap them for you. So it's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do, my lovely. So if I pop them up here so you can see, you've got Twinning Sea Greens and that dark grape purple there. If I run them through the board, your purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then sea green twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And sea green twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Okay, so they're measuring at slightly different sizes there. Now, like I say, it's completely up to you, Cassie, what you would like to do. You can see the light. It looks like I've got something on my top, but that's the light of my microphone under my top there. I didn't realise. Oh gosh, I might have to move that. But Cassie, what do you think to these colours? To get a set of matching purples, you can indeed. Do you have a purple in mind, like a shade of purple in mind? I'll grab some Cadbury purples to show you. However, like I say, if you have a certain shade in mind, do let me know. So a green and a purple swap. So I'm just getting, she likes darker purples. Well, I'll show you these ones here. And then let me know if these are still a little bit too light. If they are, we can go for a darker purple again. But let me know, what do you think to these? Would those purples there be okay? I think those are beautiful. Perfect. Let me bring you back up. So just confirm that you're happy for those purples to go onto the jewellery. So that's safe on there for you. And I've got down Yes, okay, perfect. So I've got down that you'd like the purples on there. You also get a trick or treats card. Sorry, I've just knocked that off there. There we go. You also get a trick or treats card. So let me dive in. And in here, you have a treat. You have a 20% off code, Cassie, which means if you would like to order again in the future, you will have a 20% off code to use. Now, you'll get an email from us tomorrow with that code, and then you'll be able to use it straight away, but also there's not an expiry on it, so you can hold on to it if you would like to. I hope you're happy with everything there, and I've wrapped up your shells as well, so I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. No, you're very, very welcome. It was going to be a permanent fix, Linda. It's on a... okay, so let me describe the keyring for you. I wish I got one out. So it's on like a... It's all 925 silver, which is why it's a little bit more expensive because there's a lot of silver going on. So it's on a... swivel latch hook, if you like. So it's got like a latch that you can latch onto your key rings, and then the top bit swivels round, so the hanging bit can still sort of be turned around. You've then got a 4cm Belcher chain, which is about 5mm thick each link, so that's 4cm long, and then you'll have your charm at the end. So it's about, the key ring's about this long, so it's a dangly one that you can sort of latch on, and then you just push the bit in to latch it off again. I hope that's really bad, but I hope you understand. So it's quite a nice longer chain there. Now, if you wanted it so you could change the bottom bit, I suppose we could, you could definitely have a lobster fitting to clip on and off the bottom, because the links, you could clip the small or the larger lobster clippings onto the links. So you could do it that way if you wanted to then change the bit on the bottom of the key ring, but they will be, unless told otherwise, they will be done so that sort of that solid section. I hope that makes sense, and definitely for the next live I'll grab one and just show you. I'll set one up with the charm on it so you can sort of see the sizes and stuff, but yeah, it will end up around 5-6 centimeters long depending on what charm is on the end. Yeah, you could do. You just have to make sure that I know what you'd like to be done. If that makes sense. Just let me know and then I'm quite happy to do so. It's not a problem. Right, up next this evening is Stella Taylor. Stella, are you here? Thank you, Blessy. I hope that made sense, Linda, and definitely if you're here on Tuesday, ask me and I'll hold up that the keyring so you can see it, and I'll see if I can post a photo as well so you guys could all see it. And Stella, hello, you're here. Stella, shall we do your tantalising treats first and then your sparkle dips afterwards? So with your tantalising treat, which face would you like and which number would you like as well? I'm just topping up the Casper one that was chosen before, so all options are available to you. Casper, Toothy, Dracula, Gnasher or Evel Knievel, 1, 2 or 3. Toothy number 2, Stella. Okay, so let me bring you back. So Toothy is this one, this second row in, and that's this one here. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So you have number 1, number 2, and 3. You have 3 oysters in that one. Let me get these open for you. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So let's go down. Donate the shells, and you don't mind the colours. Okay, so oyster number 1, my lovely. There's one side and the other side. And in your first oyster, you are twinning. And you're twinning with darker twins there. There's no more in that one. And let me just dry these up so we can see what colours these are for you. Now they are both a dark, deep chocolate pearl there. So twinning with dark chocolate twins. And then moving on, oh, sorry, run away. Let me grab him there. There we go. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you are twinning for a second time there. Now it looks like you are twinning with 1 burgundy red and 1 black cherry. So again, let me just dry these up for you. And yep, one is brighter than the other. So you've got 1 burgundy red, which is the brighter of the 2. And that nice deep darker one is a black cherry. So I hope you're happy with those there. And then moving on to your last oyster. Again from your tantalising treats. There's one side. Oh! And the other side. And in here you have a chocolate, almost a chocolate bronze actually, and there's no more in that one. So I'm just drying him up for you. And if I pop him on the board as well, so you can have a closer look at this one. So here is, now he's two-tonal, so chocolate bronze, but he's got this mottled silver toning to him as well. What do you think to all of these, Stella? I hope you're happy. So twinning chocolates, twinning burgundy red and black cherry, and then twinning chocolate bronze with that mottled silver. No, Stella, you're very welcome. So the mottled chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Chocolate twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Chocolate twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Oh, he's a 7.5, so they're measuring slightly different sizes there. And then the burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So again, those twins are measuring slightly differently there. But I'm glad you're happy with those colours, my lovely. So I'm just popping them safely in here for you. And then you have 3 sparkle dips as well. So no oyster openings with the sparkle dips, so they're just as they are. So let me just grab some kitchen towel on here, and then we'll do your sparkle dips. That's this bag here. Good luck, my lovely. So again, we'll just give them a mix to start with. And then if we dive in, I'm going to grab a big pinch. And then we're just going to wiggle until We have one. Okay, so your first sparkle dip. You're hoping for triangle, rhombus, or a large baguette. Okay, so your first one, I can say, is not any of those. But let's go down and have a closer look. And you do have the option to stick or twist. Now this is our dragon egg crystal pendant. Now this is the light silver night. So it's a very light silver crystal here. So you can see those silver tones catching the light as we move the pendant around there. Now like I say, this is your first one out. So you can stick if you're happy with this one, or if you prefer to risk it, you can twist it, Stella. It's completely up to you what you would like to do. Twist, and that's one. Okay, perfect. Let me bring you back up here. So this one was going to stay out of the bag, then it does get added back in the bag after we do your twist. Okay, so again, we're just going to mix them. And then if I dive in, grab a good pinch. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, that one went on the floor. Okay. Oh, gone everywhere. You have this one here in this hand. Right, I'm just not going to move my wheels for a second. So now you was hoping for a large baguette. Stella, you have a large baguette pendant here. I'm just popping it in on the chain, and then you can have a closer look. Let's go down. Now this is a large clear crystal baguette. So this is the rectangles, and he's the largest size we do. So clear crystal pendant there. I hope you're happy with that one. Yes. So let me pop him safely there, and I'm just going to reach that one there. Okay, got the one that fell on the floor. So if I bring you back up again, and then we're going to dive in for, this is your second dip now. So this one again, you can stick or twist with this one. So I've given them a mix, and then let's take a big pinch. And we have, now this one has not been on the website before, and this is a type of crystal heart pendant. Now this is clear crystal again, so you've got that clear crystal rectangle baguette, and now you've got a clear crystal offset heart. So you can see the larger section of the heart is on the bail at the top, and then it goes down and round there. So what do you think to this one? Again, if you're happy with this one, you can stick. If you're not happy, we can risk it and twist it, my lovely. What do you think to this one? Twist with that one, Stella. Okay, so again, this one will stay out of the bag for you, and then it gets added back in again after your twist. So good luck. We're just going to give them a mix, and then if I dive in, and I've grabbed again another big pinch there. Oh, I think I've still got two. No, that is one. Okay. You have Kia's favourite pendant here. Now it doesn't have the bail on the top. I do apologise. So I'm going to have to hold it with the pearl picker. It will obviously have that section on the top here before it's sent out to you for the chain to be threaded through, but it hasn't been placed on there. I do apologise. Now this is Kia's favourite one. You have the crystal growing pendant here, and it's in the blue and purple. Now it's got a long drop bail, so at the top, if I show you, it just needs to have the section on top where the chain threads through. Now I haven't popped that on yet, but it will have that, don't worry. So then it will hang and drop down properly. So this is the blue and purple crystal growing pendant. Stella, I hope you're happy with that one. Okay, and then we're going to be moving on to your third dip. So with your third one, you get to stick or twist again. Okay, so this is your third sparkle dip now. So let me give this a mix for you. And then if I dive in and have a pinch. Okay, so you have this one here. So just double checking that I put them all back in again. So this is your third dip. So again, you get to stick or twist with this one, my lovely, okay? So let's go down. Now this is the Mirror Rectangle Baguette Growing Pendant. So this is the Swarovski Crystal Growing Pendant. Now this is in mirror, which means you've got blues, purples and yellows, depending on where the light hits it there. Now, like I say, you can stick or twist with this one, so it's going to be up to you what you would like to do, and if you would prefer to stick or if you would like to risk it and twist it, my lovely. Let me know what you think. Twist with that one. Okay, so again, this one is going to be staying out of the dip until after we've done your dip, okay? Then it gets added back into the bag again. So if I bring you back up here, and I'm just going to give them a mix, and then if I dive in, okay, slightly smaller pinch there. It felt bigger in the bag, and then as I brought it up, I sort of closed my fingers closer. And you have this one here. Okay, so with your last pendant, you have, sorry, just popping them on the chain here for you. So we've seen this colour, and actually I think you twisted on this colour. So this is the Silver Night colour. This is actually the fossil pendant though, with the Silver Night colour. So I think you had the dragon egg, or somebody had the dragon egg if it wasn't you, but this is the fossil with that Silver Night. So Stella, I hope you're happy with that one as well. And let me just bring you back up again. So 3 sparkle dips and your tantalising treat there. Let me just pop these all on here for you. Now you also have your trick or treat. So I'm just going to dive in. And your trick or treat is that way round. And in here, you have a treat. You have 20% off code for the website. So that means tomorrow you're going to get an email from us with a 20% off code for the website. Again, that can be used straight away, but it doesn't have an expiry on there, so you can hold on to it if you would like to. Note 16. Stella, I'd love to see a photo of your collection. I do hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, perfect. Up next this evening, Julia Gales. Are you here? Julia, hello. Okay, so Julia Gales. Julia, is Belinda Sowerby here? Belinda, are you here, my lovely? And Julia, just confirm if I'm looking for Belinda's name or if she's under your name with you. So Belinda Sowerby, are you here? Belinda, hello, hello, hello. I can see you there. Now, Belinda, my lovely, I have a message for you before we do this opening. So I'm just going to read this message for you, okay? So, it says, Belinda, you are truly one in a million and will always be our special bee. Buzz, buzz. Happy birthday from Ju and Joe. So I'll read that one more time for you. Belinda, you are truly one in a million and you will always be our special bee. Buzz, buzz. Happy birthday from Ju and Joe. Also, I've got your item here to show you. So Julia has asked me to show you this item so you know what your oyster opening is for, so you can see what your gift is. So if we're just going to go move the cameras down for you. And this is the Honey Bee pendant. So you're going to be having an oyster opening, Belinda, and your pearl sits in the centre of this honeybee, but then be able to move around. As you're wearing it, it sort of sits so the bees almost looks like it's going towards the pearl. But like I say, it can move around. So you've got that honeycomb hexagon with the bee there, and this is called the Honey Bee pendant. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. So if I just bring you back up again, Belinda, that means you do get one oyster opening with that to get your pearl. Now, I'll just say now at the start, if you're happy with your pearl colour, that's perfect. And if you're not happy, we can swap the colour for you. So it's going to be completely your decision on what you would like to do. So do you know what type of oyster you would like, and if you would like to keep or if you'd like to donate your shells? Oh really, Jacqueline? I love bees as well. We've got so many different bee items on the website. But yeah, this is the honeybee pendant, and it's elegant, and it's just the pearl sits perfectly on it. But Belinda, I hope you're happy with him. Keep the shells and a rainbow oyster. So with the rainbow oysters, we've got a mystery rainbow, which is a mix of all the colours. We've got darker Nunu rainbow, which are darker rainbow colours. And then we've got expand the rainbow, which are lighter rainbow colours. So which one would you like to go for? So mystery is a mix of all the colours. Nunu rainbow is darker rainbow colours, and expand the rainbow is lighter rainbow colours. Friends call her B. Oh, I love that. Aaron's family calls me B as well. I love that. Mystery, Belinda. Okay, so mystery and keep your shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let me get this one open for you. And let's go down. So in here, we have a lighter pop there. And in here, you have one runaway straight away if I move that to the front. However, I can see that you're twinning. You are twinning with blush pink pearls there, my lovely. Now I'm just having a squidge in here for you. Okay, and there's no more in that one. Just going to take the flesh off here for you as well, cleaning up the shells, and then we're going to have a closer look at those colours. Now you've got twinning pearls here, and I only need to know which one pearl you'd like on your pendant, and then the other pearl is yours to have at home as well. So if I just dry these up for you. And I'm going to pop them on the board to start with. Visually, it does look like you've got one which is slightly larger than the other. So this one here looks like he's visually larger than his twin, but they both look like that beautiful blush pink colour. Now, like I say, if you're happy with this colour, I'll just need to know if you'd like the larger or the smaller one on the jewellery. Or if you're not happy, or if you just prefer to swap them, we can do so. So the visually smaller of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the visually larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7, sorry. So you've got a 6.5 and a 7. Put the other on a lobster fitting? Of course I can. So are you happy with that colour? I'm just wrapping up your shells for you. So larger on the jewellery. Okay, perfect. Let me bring you up here, Belinda, and then I'll write all of this down for you. So we're going to have the larger pink on the jewellery, and then you would like the other one on a lobster fitting. The invoice, it would have to go through to the email address that's on the order form, but I hope that's okay. Delighted with that one. Perfect. Let me wrap these shells up as well for you. Now I do need to apologise because this was pre-booked in for you, and it is my fault that it is later than it was planned to be, Belinda. So on that part, I am truly sorry. I do apologise for that. I hope you had a brilliant birthday, and I hope you'll be happy with this once it arrives as well. So if I pop this safe, oh no, you still get there's a trick or treat as well. Almost forgot. So let's dive in for your trick or treat. And in here, your trick or treat, you have 20% off code. So I'm going to be sending the 20% off code to the email address that's on the order form, and that if you would like to order in the future, you'll have that code to use. Again, it can be used straight away, but it doesn't have an expiry date, so you can hold on to it if you would like to. Belinda and Julia, I hope you're both happy with everything there. and that's safe up there for you. Oh, bless you, Belinda. Yep, Julia, I will be emailing you tomorrow, my lovely, okay? They are, Sophie, thank you. Okay, perfect. Right, up next then this afternoon is Bethany Naden. Bethany, are you here? Jacqueline, they would have been under animal pendants on the website. If it's not there, it may be out of stock at the moment. That one though normally does come back into stock again, so do keep an eye out on the website and it should be topped up again. We're topping up things all the time. As things arrive to us, we can top it back up again. Beth, hello. So Beth, you have a tantalising treat today. Oh, nope, that's the wrong screen. Let me bring you back up. So sorry, Beth. There we go, that's the one you would want to see. Okay, so with your tantalising treat, I'll need to know which pumpkin face you would like. And if you'd like pumpkin face number 1, 2 or 3. What do you think, Beth? Which one would you like? We've got Casper, Toothy, Dracula, Gnasher and Evel Knievel. Oh, bless you, Laura. And Emma, it's such a cool mug, isn't it? Beth, oh, okay, let me bring you back again. Casper number 3. So Casper's at the front here. Number 3 is this bottom one. Can you see? Yeah. So let me just take this off here so we can see that it is Casper here. And let's get him open. So we have 1, 2 and 3. There's no more in that one. So let me get him open here. There's 1, 2 and 3. Now, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let's go down. Aria, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. So, oyster number 1, Beth. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you have a large autumn peach to start with. Now I'm just going to pop the shells next. Oh, donate the shells. Perfect. You're hoping for candy floss pink or a icy blue. Okay, fingers crossed. To start with, however, we've got a beautiful larger autumn peach there. Then moving on to your oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with apple green twins, and there's no more in that one. So if I dry these up for you, and I'm going to pop these on the sand as well. Now again, these apple greens, they do visually look slightly different. Oh, sizes here. You've got this one here, which is larger than his twin. We will measure them, but visually they do look different. Yeah, we still get 25 pearl oysters. They're not every live, but we've definitely still got them. So autumn peach and apple greens, Bethany. And then moving on to your last oyster from your tantalising treat. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you have a just off-white yellow. Now I would say this is a pastel yellow, but it's lighter than a pastel yellow, if that makes sense. Let me hold him up so you can see. So it's just an off-white, sort of with that overtone of the pastel yellow to him. I'm hoping you can see that yellow there. So all together, you've got a autumn peach, a twinning apple greens and a pastel yellow. I do hope you're happy with these ones. Now I'm just going to run them through the board for you. Your yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they are measuring at different sizes there. And then your autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. I do hope you're happy with those ones there, my lovely. Just popping them in here for you. From Friday that's just gone, Cassie, you'll be able to add it on, because the postal run was done on Friday, so there wasn't one done on Saturday, and obviously postal offices are closed on the Sunday. So tomorrow, no, we're doing our next one on Tuesday. So yes, if it was the Friday, literally just the Friday just gone, you'll be able to add it on tonight, yes, because the next postal run should be on Tuesday. Can you have the greens on loop fittings? Of course you can. Let me write that down for you, Beth. I've got that there, perfect. So I hope you're happy with those. That invoice will get sent through tomorrow for you, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. If I just get your trick or treat card as well. And in here, your trick or treat card is a extra oyster opening, Beth. So if you're happy to do so, we'll do that now. So you get an extra oyster opening. So you can pick what type of oyster you would like. And again, would you like to keep or would you like to donate those shells? Michelle, your post office open Sundays. Oh, wow. Mine's still not. My one does like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. It's open till 1 on a Saturday. So I think it's like 9 till 1. And then Sundays it's closed. If you'd like to turn the subtitles off, click the top 3 dots in the top corner and you'll be able to turn them off. Can you have expand the rainbow and donate? You can indeed, Beth. So still hoping for that candy floss pink or icy blue. Now with this one, if you're not happy with the colour, we can swap it for you. So you do have that bonus with this one here. So let's go down and let's open up your expand the rainbow oyster. there's one side. And the other side. And in here, you are twinning. Zoe, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Now, Beth, you are twinning, my lovely, and twinning with beautiful, larger lemon yellow twins there. Now, let me dry these up for you. And I'm going to pop them on the board again. So what do you think to these lemon yellow twins? Now, again, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So if I run them through the board, yellow number 1's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And yellow number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. So it's completely up to you, my lovely, what you would like to do. Does the captions, do they keep up with me when I measure? I might try a fast measure and see if it keeps up with me. What do you think, Beth? If I pop them back on the board and hold them up, just because with these lighter yellows, again, with the lighting, you can see the colour more clearly when they're on the board there. Candy floss pink and an icy blue, of course you can. I had a sneaky suspicion that might be what was going to be done, which is absolutely fine. Just finding those colours for you. So a beautiful icy blue there, and then a candy floss pink. Oh, it's right at the back. Oh. Okay, so candy floss pink. Oh, I'm just going to see if we can get, so I've picked, oh, look at those. Picked 2 similar sizes there for you. And I'm just going to pop them straight on the board. Are you happy with those shades there? I've gone for a slightly brighter icy blue. However, if you prefer a slightly lighter shade, I can do so. Are you happy with those there? I'm just going to bring you back up. They are, the pinks and blues, they do go beautifully together. Just going to wait for that to come through though, just to double check. Now we're going to be doing an updated order list in a minute, so those of you who have ordered, I'll do a written order list and a verbal order list so you can hear, and then I'll post it on the page and in the comments for you so you can see whereabouts you are. So let me just print this off. We do still have another opening, so we've added Anne and Bronnie in, but then I'm just printing these off so it's ready. Bethany, I'll come back in just a second to the comments to just double check. That you're happy with the colour. Okay, there we go. Can you have those on lobster fittings? Of course you can. So to confirm, we've got the apple greens on hoop fittings and the blue and the pink on lobster fittings. So if that's correct, that will all get sent through tomorrow for you on the same invoice. And again, that invoice will go to the email address that's on the order form, okay? Bethany, I hope you're happy with that. And thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, up next this evening is Anne Allsop. Anne, are you here? Yes, perfect, Beth. So that will get sent through tomorrow for you, okay? Anne, hello, my lovely. Can you have a Halloween oyster? You can indeed. You'd like to donate your shells. This is in memory of your brother who passed away suddenly yesterday. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Anne. He used to take you on ghost hunts, so thought the pumpkin was fitting in his memory. Oh, Anne, I'm so sorry to hear that. Our thoughts are with you and your family. Oh, so you'd like a Halloween oyster and to donate your shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let me get this open for you. Okay, let's go down. So your Halloween oyster, you have a softer pop there. Going to let fate decide. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll back up and just double check what you said with your shells there. I think it was donate, but I don't want to get that wrong. Yeah, it was donate. Okay, so there's nothing on that side there, my lovely. And I can actually see that you're twinning. So you do have one, you've got two pearls there, my lovely. Now they do look like they're dark chocolate pearls actually. There's no more in that one there. Now let me just dry these up for you. And you did say you'd like to let fate decide and have a look at the colours. Now if you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you, okay? So it's going to be up to you, my lovely. So you've got two chocolates, so they've got a silver overtone to them. So they're base chocolate, when both of them have got that silver overtone to them. If I pop them through the board, twin number one is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. What do you think to those? Love them, but can you have one orange as well, please, since your brother's got you two? Not a problem. So would you prefer to keep one of these, just confirm for me, and swap the other for a orange? That's correct, Sophie. That is correct. The discounts, they can be used on the website, but yeah, they don't work with other offers. Keep one and then add one orange. So just confirm for me here, Anne, if that is And okay, so that's a bright deep orange, almost going into the watermelon tones. If you prefer a slightly lighter, bolder orange, I can do so. So it's going to be up to you. If you prefer to see a different orange, and then you can make your decision, I can do that as well. I'm just going to have a look to see if I can. So yeah, we have like this one. Okay, so if you can see the difference there, would you be, so if I take this, hang on, let me show you the difference. So you can see, are you happy with that one instead? So this one, I'm going to that one's perfect. So, and I've confused myself and I'm so sorry. I'm just going to take that away. Are those the two that you're happy to have? I wouldn't want to send you the wrong pearl after that. So just confirm for me, are those the two? The one on the 5? Yes. Okay, perfect. I'm so sorry for the confusion. And it's not you, it's me. I say it all the time, I ask too many questions and then you guys answer the question as I asked it, but then by then I've asked another question and then I confuse myself. So it's not you, it's completely me, but I'm glad that you're happy with this one. That's perfect, number 5 and the number 6, yes, which is the chocolate. Okay, so I've got those two for you, number 5 and number 6. The 5.5 almost watermelon has gone in the swap pot and I'll pop it back later. And I do hope you're happy with this once it arrives. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. It's because you give so much choice. I do like to try and give the choices though. Let me do your trick or treat for you, my lovely. I like a choice personally myself, so I do try and give them. So your trick or treat, Anne. Anne, you have a treat. You have an extra oyster opening. So if you're happy to do so, we'll do that now for you. If you're happy to do so. So if so, what type of oyster would you like? And what would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I didn't drink my tea and it's gone quite cold. Oops. I keep looking at it, but Aaron, if I ask for a tea and he comes in and there's half a cup, he's like, but why? Because he will drink a stone cold, he'll drink a stone cold coffee or tea, but I won't. If it's gone, I can't. Of course you'll do it now. Perfect. Another Halloween, of course you can, and donate the shells. So would there be a certain colour you're hoping for with this one? Or again, shall we see what comes out and then we'll go from there. Oh, nearly dropped it. So your Halloween oyster. Let's go down, my lovely. You have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see a darker pearl there. Now I can definitely see he's got some purple to him. Let me pop him out. He's a deep purple there. Let me have a squidge in here. Okay, so there's no more in that one there, Anne. So you have a deep, dark purple. I'm just going to pop him on the board for you. Now again, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. But if you would prefer to swap him, we can do so. I'm just going to move him around so you can see he's definitely got that purple tone to him, even though he is quite a nice deeper, darker purple. If I run him through the board for you, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Love him. Perfect. Let me bring you back up then. And I do hope you'll be happy with that and happy with everything once it arrives. Again, I'm sorry to hear about your loss, and our thoughts with you and your family, my lovely. Okay, that's safe up there for you. I can drink cold tea if it's meant to be a cold tea, and of course if it doesn't have milk in it, because iced tea is lovely with a little bit of lemon, but obviously with my tea, with the hot tea, I have milk in it, and if that goes cold, it's the milk. I can drink milk on its own, and I can drink cold milk, that's fine, but the tea that was hot that's gone cold with the milk in is not for me. Always happy with Brecamel. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Oh, bless you, Anne. Lots of love for you, my lovely. Up next this evening is Bronnie. Bronnie Van Leer, are you here? Okay, so Bronnie, if she's here, after Bronnie, we'll be doing that updated order list, guys, okay? Bronnie, hello. Donate and mystery. Okay, I'm very confused, my lovely. Bronnie, what have we changed it to? So, was it the mini crystal dip? And if so, you can have it with or without the oyster opening, like the sparkle dips. Which one was it? If you could just confirm for me, then I can definitely pop all that down. I do need to change this to a mini sparkle dip, but I've popped it as a mini crystal dip, done all the posters, everything, sorted it, and I've realised it's the wrong name. So it will be moving to mini sparkle dip. Oh. I even mirrored it and everything so you guys can read it. Cassie, the fun section is on offer. Because they're all discounted prices already. For example, the tantalising treats are £20, but you've got 3 or more oysters, which RRP is normally £35 plus. So, because the oysters on their own are £12, so they're already sort of at that discounted offer price. So the fun section is. Mini with the opening, was that right, Bronnie? So I would be sending you that invoice across. Just confirm if that's okay, and if so, we'll do your mini dip and the mystery oyster, but just confirm for me that you're happy for me to do so, and then of course I'll be sending that invoice across for you. Yep, okay, sorry for the confusion, my lovely. Okay, so we'll do the dip first and then we'll do the oyster opening afterwards, okay? So, your mini dip, I'm just going to put the bag down and give them a mix to start with. And then if we dive in and get a good pinch here. These bags feel slippier than the other one, maybe because they're a newer bag. Okay, so you have one of our sun charms here. So this is a double-sided charm, so let's go down. Now with this one, you can stick or twist, so it's going to be up to you what you would like to do. So this front side of the sunspot charm is this beautiful smoky silver. So again, it's lighter and darker silvers, just depending on where the light grabs it. Now if I turn him around, he's this beautiful green on the reverse side. Now this isn't a crystal, so you can, no, let me rephrase that. This is a crystal, obviously, charm, but this has the crystal facets and stuff on this side. On this side, it almost has that coating with the colour going across him, so it gives you that flash of colour from the back of the charm, but you could obviously show it off this side as well, so it's up to you. But Bronny, so you can either stick with this one, or if you're not happy or if you'd like to risk it, you can twist it. What do you think, and what would you like to do? What do you think? I'm just going to bring you back up here, and you can let me know what you think, what you like what you would like to do. I'm just going to see if I can message him for that tea. Hard choice. Twist. Okay, so this one will stay out of the bag until after your twist. So again, we're going to dive in and give them a mix. And then, oh, good luck, my lovely. Big pinch. And you have this one here. Now this one is a charm that has been on the website. So this is a crystal heart charm. So let's go down so you can see what colour you have. And again, this is a double-sided charm. So you've got the smoky silver on this side. And then on the reverse side, you have that dark, deep oil slick rainbow. So you've got the purples, the greens, the blues. So you've got that oil slick rainbow. No, that's Sophie, Sue. Bronny, I hope you're happy with that one. So you just confirm for me, are you still happy to have the mystery oyster and to donate your shells? You have an oil slick too. I love that. So just confirm, is it the mystery oyster and donating your shells that you would like? Perfect. So let's get this open for you, my lovely. And let's go down. Ooh, we have a lighter pop there. If you prefer the subtitles to go, if you click the three dots, I keep saying dots, 3 dots in the top hand corner, you can turn the subtitles off if you don't want to see them. Okay, so Bronny, in your mystery oyster, there is your mother of pearl, and I can see a darker, oh, I think that's twinning actually. It is, you are twinning, my lovely, and twinning with darker twins there. There's no more in that one. So let me dry these up for you and we'll have a closer look. Now these are two-tonal silvery purples. so two-tonal silvery purples. Bronny, if you're happy with these, I can pop one of these on the jewellery. If you're not happy, we can swap the colours. And also, you don't have to have a pearl on the jewellery. You can have the pearls loose. So it's completely up to you. Just let me know what you think and what you would like to do. Silvery purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Silvery purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. I think they've got that oil slick look to them, Linda, because it's got the silver and the purple. It does, I can see what you mean. It does have that sort of tone to them. I don't think they do have the greens and blues there, but it does have that sort of, yeah, I can see what you mean. I can compare the two. Can you swap for matching TARDIS blues with jump rings? I can indeed. Let me have a look for some TARDIS blues for you. So I'm just going to confirm no pearls on the jewellery and TARDIS blues on jump rings instead. Again, I'll pop that on the invoice for you. It'll all be on the same invoice, and that will get sent across tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form, okay? Oh, that's just a piece of sand in front of them there. But can you confirm that you're happy with those two blues there, my lovely? I'm just going to bring you back up so I can write all that down for you. But like I say, just confirm that if you're happy with those colours. Love those. Perfect. You're very, very welcome. If we do your trick or treat as well. She made me jump then. Oh. Okay, so your trick or treat, Bronny, and you have a treat. You have a 15% off code for the website. So tomorrow you'll get an email from us with a 15% off code. And that will be sent to the email address that's on the order form. You'll be able to use that straight away, or you can hold on to it because it doesn't have an expiry. No, you're not a pain at all. I hope you're happy with everything there, and thank you for the donations with your shells as well. Now let's do a updated order list for you guys. I'm just going to see if anything else needs to be printed off, because I think there is. Yeah, let me just print this off as well, so then I can do the order list all together so you can all see whereabouts you are. So I'm not at the comments for a moment, so please bear with me. And like I said, I'll do that verbal order list, and then we'll do a written one as well. Okay. So again, I'm not at the comments for a moment while we do this. Let's go. So up next is going to be Anne Lewis. And Anne Lewis, same name and address. Let me just pop these together for you, Anne, so they'll get opened at the same time. And then we have Louise Taylor, and then Virginia Martin, Wendy Walker, Sam Tanner, Amy Hullen, Emma Favel, and Lindsay Kinlock. Okay, so if I run through that again, it's Anne L, Louise T, Virginia M, Wendy W, Sam T, Amy H, Emma F, and Lindsay K. So I'm going to be posting that on the order list page post, which was posted before. Now there's going to be a space and then the new order list. So if you're looking on the page at that order list, there'll be a space and then the new order list. And also I'll post it in the comments in just a moment as well, so you can see whereabouts you are. Oh, okay, so that's the order list there. Now I've just come back to comments. What's going on? If your code's not working, do pop me an email over. Please include the code number, because in that way I can have a look into that code for you. Okay, so if it's not working for you, I do apologise, but like I say, send it across to me on an email, and then I can look into it, and I can either reset it, or I can cancel that one and send you a new one, or I can sort it out for you. Okay, so if it's not working, do pop me an email. I won't be able to sort it out tonight on the live, but we'll be able to sort it out tomorrow for you. I hope that's okay. Now, Anne Lewis, hello, you're up next and you're here, my lovely. So you have, shall we do your tantalising treat first? You would like Casper number 2, donate the shells. Neither of your codes work tonight. So again, if you'd like to pop me that email over, if your codes aren't working, they should be working. So right, yeah, pop me them over, because I made all the codes at the same time, so they should be working. But yeah, so then yeah, email me and I can look into it. If not, I might look into them all tomorrow anyway, just to double check them all. So I'm just going to scroll back up. You would like Casper number 2, donate your shells. So Casper is this one here, number 2 is in the centre. Now, is there certain colours you're hoping for? Marie, bless you, thank you for the stars there. So you've got 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Anne, you've got 4 oysters in Casper number 2. Let me get these open for you. There's 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's go down. Now, oyster number 1, he does have Mr. Lobster's trodden on him. You can see that's got that crack in there already. So this shell may fall apart as we open him up here. So there's one side and the other side. He has fallen apart there. Okay, so we can see that we have a darker pearl there. There's no more in that one. I'm just going to pop that to the side, and then let's dry off this pearl so you can have a closer look. Thank you very much, Bab. So your first pearl is a dark silver. Now he does look like he's got a slight overtone with the purple, slight greeny colour in there, but definitely base colour silver. That's your first, from your first oyster. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a huge blue. Almost, there's no more in that one. Again, almost, I wanted to say blurple then. Let me just dry him up for you. It's a blurple, he's not a blue, sorry. So a blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple. So he's this sort of bluey purple, right on the cusp of being a blue and a purple sort of tone. He's lovely, and he is quite a large pearl there. Laura, bless you. Thank you very much for your stars there. So moving on to your next oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you have a darker chocolate bronze, and there's no more in that one. So let me dry him up for you. So here is your darker chocolate bronze. I just had a really cool thought that we've got Madam Mim here for October because of Halloween. I need to get like a motion detected Christmas thing to have for Christmas, to go give off like a Christmas tune or something in the background if it detects movement. Oh, right, sorry Anne, moving on to your last oyster. So in here there's one side and the other side, and in here you have another Blurple pearl, and there's no more in that one. So again, let me just dry these pearls up for you. Okay, so he visually looks slightly smaller than your first Blurple, and he's slightly lighter. If I bring the other Blurple back, you can see definitely the size difference there. They do have that lighter and darker tone to them. And I hope you're happy with all of these. You've got that darker silver with the overtone of purple, two Blurples, one lighter, one darker, and that mottled chocolate bronze as well. If I pop them on the board, the two-tonal chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. The darker Blurple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. The lighter Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And that darker silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. Okay. And I hope you're happy with all of those. Let me just pop them on here for you. And thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells as well. Capel's over there. She is sitting proudly on the shelf over there. I think I just put too much lip stuff. It's like a Vaseline. We are live on Halloween. Halloween's on a Sunday this year, so normally on a Sunday we start the live at 7:30. On Halloween we have scheduled it to start at 8:30. So obviously we can do some bits with my kids. But yes, we'll be doing a Halloween special this year. And I'm very sorry, my lovely, with the tantalising treats, there's no colour swaps with those pearls. I'm ever so sorry, but it's part of the deal with the tantalising treats, that there's no colour swaps. So I do hope that will be okay, and that you're happy with those colours there. You also have a mini sparkle dip. So with your mini sparkle dip, even on the website it says sparkle dip. I've just got it wrong. So mini sparkle dip. Let me give this a mix for you. And then if we dive in and pull some out. Okay, so you have this one here. Let me just pop that one. Only one escapee on that one. So let me hold this up for you. Now you have our raindrop charm. So let's go down. Now this is a raindrop shape, so it's the raindrop charm, and on this side you've got that beautiful dark smoky crystal. So again, lighter and darker silver colour as you move the charm around. Now this one can be a reversible charm. On the reverse side you've got this gorgeous silver, however it's quite mirror-like in colour, so it does pick up colours around and sort of reflects them back again. So you do have that silver side on the reverse side there, but you've got this deep smoky silver on the front side. Now if you're happy with this one, Anne, you can stick, or if you would like to risk it, you can twist it and we'll dive in for a different charm. What do you think? What would you like to do with your mini sparkle dip? Oh, can you have pin caps on all of the pearls? Of course you can. Sorry, my lovely, I didn't see that comment there. Thank you, Valerie, for commenting on that there. And keep that one. Okay, perfect. Let me bring you back up. I'm glad you're happy with him. So let me pop this on here for you. And like I say, I'm glad you're happy with that one. And let me just write down that you'd like pin caps on there. Okay, so I've got that down for you. That invoice is going to get sent through tomorrow, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that. So you also have a trick or treat, and like I said, if you email me about your codes, and before I send these codes up tomorrow, I'm going to go through and double check them all again, because they were all uploaded at the same time, but they should be okay, because I think some of them have already been used. I'll double check, but let's do your trick or treat for now, and we'll have a look to see what this one says. So your trick or treat, Anne, and you have 15% off. You have a treat. So that's a 15% off code, my lovely. So again, that is going to be emailed across to you tomorrow. I'll be double checking them before I send out emails. And again, you can use it straight away, or it doesn't have an expiry, so you can hold on to it if you would like to. Thank you ever so much, my lovely, for the donations with your shells. And I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, so up next then this evening is Louise Taylor. Louise, are you here? And you're very, very welcome. Oh, that's very hot. Oh, it's extremely hot. I'm not moaning, that's a good thing. Thank you, Sue. Yep, that's correct. If you don't want to read the subtitles, click the dots at the top and you can be able to turn them off. Louise, hello, 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 hello. Louise, you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate to your shells? My cup, thank you. It's Harry Potter, as you can see, Harry Potter on the sides. And then this bit has like it twizzles round. Whee! So it's just like a fun fidget mug as well. Obviously don't fidget too much, and it's huge. If you look at the size of it next to my head, it's a huge mug. It's what I call my comfy mug. Like you can just sit there and be comfy with it, like and fiddle with the thing. Can you have mystery and donate the shells, Louise? Of course you can. Now, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for with this one? So your mystery oyster, let me get him open. And let's go down. So your mystery oyster. Oh, deep pop there. And in here, There is your mother of pearl. And you have a icy blue pearl there. Oh, runaway icy blue. I've just seen that you're hoping for a deep red. Let me just have a squidge in here. And there's no more in that one. So we have an icy blue, Louise. Now, because you're hoping for that red, if you're not happy with the blue, I can swap him for you. But of course, if you're happy with the blue, that's perfect as well. So it's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do. So here's the blue on the board. And then if we run him through here, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. What do you think to that one? And like I say, if you're not happy, we can swap him for you. Can you swap for a red? Of course you can. Let me grab the reds for you. So if I grab one, oh, and then if I hold this red up so you can have a closer look, then you confirm if you're happy with this colour. So would you be happy with that red there? Aria, yeah, we can do that. Obviously, don't just randomly send some pearls. Do email first so we can book it in and get it sorted. But yeah, we can do that. Louise, you're happy with that one? Perfect. Let me just bring you back up here and then I'll pop him safely in here. But I'm glad you're happy with that colour then. So you also get a trick or treat card, Louise. And in here, you have a trick. That does mean that there's nothing on the back of that card, my lovely. But I do hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. And thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells. Ari, it would completely depend on the earrings and stuff that you're interested in. But yeah, like I say, in the future, just pop an email over and we can discuss it all then. It's not a problem at all. Up next this evening is Virginia Martin. Virginia, are you here? Joanna, it's not a problem. So I'm just topping up the board as well as we go. Ginger. Oh, okay. So hello, my lovely. Now, just because it's a different, hang on, if you've, let me just have a double check. So sometimes if you guys have got a different name on Facebook as the order form, what we do is if some people write it in the additional comments, so I'm just having a quick look that what their Facebook name is, and that's perfect. However, if that hasn't been done, I don't think it has, which is absolutely fine. I will just need you to confirm the second part of your email address for me. And like I said, it's just because it's a different name on Facebook as the order form, so I just need to double check that it is you. I hope that's okay. So I don't need to know the whole email address, just from the @ sign onwards. What's that section of the email address that's on the order form? And like I said, it's just so I can confirm that it is you. That's perfect. Would you prefer me to call you Ginger, or are you happy with Virginia? Whatever you prefer. Now, you do have a mini sparkle dip and a tantalising treat. Shall we do your mini sparkle dip first? Is that okay with you? You have an oyster opening with that as well. We do various different types of angel wings, yes, in pendants and charm forms. I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. Either's fine. Okay, my lovely. So if we do your mini sparkle dip first, and then we'll do your tantalising treats afterwards. So if I dive in here first, just to give them a quick mix. And then if I close my eyes and grab a huge pinch, I don't know if you can see that, but that is half of the bag there. Like I say, when we started tonight, we had over 80 different charms in here. So as you can imagine, the pinch sizes, oh, are huge. Okay, so let me pop these runaways in there. Now we have another raindrop charm. We've had a few raindrop charms this evening. There are definitely lots of different other ones in there. It just happens that these ones are the ones which keep coming out. So, Ginger, if we just go down so you can have a closer look at this one first. So this is a raindrop charm. So you can see it's that beautiful drop shape. Now this is the mirror raindrop charm, which means as the light and the charm mix together, you can see purples, yellows and blues in that raindrop. On the reverse side you have this sort of mirror effect, again with those colours, but it's more mirror effect, and this crystal side is the front side. So you have purples, yellows and blues with that mirror raindrop charm there. What do you think to this one? Now if you're happy with this one, you can stick. If you're not happy, you can risk it and twist it. Ever so sorry, I'm just holding it funny. I just need to help shush this person here. Guys, do not, obviously, online safety, don't add people to, don't take down numbers of people you don't know or anything like that. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Sophie. I think we both got that at the same time then. So, here we go, Virginia. What do you think to this one? Would you like to stick or would you like to twist? Twist with that one. Okay, so this one's going to be staying out of the bag, and then we'll dive in and get another one. Then it does get added back into the bag again. So if we bring you back up there, and I'm going to give these a mix for you. And then if we dive in and in here, oh, I feel them going everywhere, like I felt one hit my top. You have this one. Oh, I love this one. Okay, so this one's a dewdrop. Now it's different to the raindrop because the dewdrop has a fatter bottom part. That's completely the wrong wording to describe jewellery. A wider bottom part. Let me show you what I mean. So a raindrop is the longer, more thinner charm. The dewdrop, now I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this difference unless you had it in front of you, but it is wider across the bottom here. Let me just get this to focus for you. Now this colour is a golden shadow, which means you've got different gold tones as you move the crystal around there, lighter and darker. I do hope you're happy with this one, my lovely. Now, you do have an oyster opening with him. So if you'd like the pearl on the charm, it would sit obviously at the top and be able to move around like the other charms we do. And you don't have to have the pearl on the charm. You can have the charm as it is and the pearl loose, but you just let me know what you think and what you would like to do. So your oyster opening with that one, what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? You love it. Perfect. I'm glad you're happy with him. Yes, a hoop fitting will fit Pandora style bracelet. Lobster fitting is like a clip-on. You clip it onto charm bracelet or anything like that. Small lobster fitting, again, it's a clip-on. It's just a smaller clip there. So the normal one is 10mm. The smaller one is 5mm, I believe, 4 or 5mm from the top of my head. Ginger, Halloween oyster and donate your shells. Now, is there a certain colour you're hoping for with this one? Sorry, I thought I felt something then. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for? And are you thinking pearls on or pearls off of that jewellery there? Let's go down. So your Halloween oyster. You have a double pop there. No, Bronnie, just like our other charms, some are the same, some are slightly smaller, some are bigger. It's just like normal, my lovely. So there is your mother of pearl. Now straight away, look at that one. You have a beautiful, bright, almost like a brick red more than a burgundy red, I would say, actually. Let me dry him up for you. He is beautiful. Let me hold him up for you so you can have a look. Now I will hold him next to that charm because you'd like pearl on. Now if you're not happy with this colour, we can swap him for you. So if I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Now, because these don't have, because these don't have the fittings on yet, please excuse, but I'm going to have to hold the charms at the top here, then to hold the pearls next to them. Obviously, once the charms have got the fittings on, the pearls obviously fit on nicely, beautifully as well. But at the moment, I'm going to have to hold it like this. So I do hope that that's okay. Now, what do you think? This one came out the Halloween bag. I love that. It is like a blood red then if it comes from the Halloween bag. It is beautiful. However, like I say, Virginia, if you're not happy with this pairing, we can swap them for you. So just let me know what you think and what you would like to do. I quite like the golden and the red together. You like that combo? Oh, so just confirm for me though. Just yeah, just write down it. Just confirm that you're happy for that red to go onto the jewellery. If so, I'll write it down for you. But I think it looks nice together as well. It sort of makes the red pop more and then makes the gold pop more. And red and gold together is very Christmassy as well. It's very fitting. And it's very autumnal in colouring as well. And we're coming up into fall and autumn, aren't we? I'm fine, thank you, Bernadette. I hope you're well as well. Love the red on the charm. Perfect. I've got that down for you. So you also have a tantalising treat. Let's bring across the faces. So what I'll need to know is what pumpkin face you would like and what number you would like as well. So number 1 is the top row, number 2 is the middle row, number 3 is the bottom row. And what face you'd like is Casper, Toothy, Dracula, Gnasher or Evel Knievel. Which one would you like, my lovely, and what number would you like? Sorry, I'm just having a sip of my tea. I don't know if you can hear me sip or not. I never know when the camera's not on me what you can hear, because obviously when you can see me, you can put the sound to what I'm doing, so it's very strange. Dracula number 3. So let me bring you back. Dracula is this center one here. So number 3 is this bottom one down the bottom. So let's bring him closer. Now, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells from Dracula? Now we have 1, 2, 3 oysters in there. There's no more in that one. And let me open him up. Oh, bless you, Cassie. Well, you should hear back from us tomorrow. Okay. And like I say, that'll be one of my first jobs in the morning, is to go through those codes and just double check. Because yeah, they should be working. Ginger, you'd like to donate your shells. Okay, so would there be certain colours you're hoping for with these ones? Let's go down. Oyster number 1 from Dracula number 3. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, in your first oyster, you are twinning. And you're twinning with Candy Floss Pinks there. Let me dry these up for you. Just love pearls, don't we all? Well, I hope you're going to be happy with the colours that come out. So twinning Candy Floss Pinks to start with there. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. Now in here I can see again you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. And I'm just going to dry him up for you. Now these are beautiful. They're like a darker... They're like a darker apple green. They are stunning. We normally have the bright apple green or the pastel apple green. These are like a darker shade with the greens there. I'm just going to quickly jump to donated oysters. So this is what we do with the donated oysters. There's just a quick image. My mum works in a nursery, so donated oysters go to her, and that's just one example of what they use with them. So come back to your greens. Then we're going to be moving on to your last oyster, my lovely. So in here, there's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here, 3 for 3, you are twinning for a third time, and twinning with Icy Blue Twins. Now visually, these blues do look like they're slightly different shades there. I'm just going to pop them on the board so you can see them as well. Oh, sorry, I've now got sand on them. So you've got the darker ones here. Now it's just a shade darker, if you can see that. So just slightly different. So 3 sets of twins. Blush pink, that dark deep apple green, which is really quite interesting, and then those icy blues as well. Ginger, I hope you're happy with all of those. If I pop these on the board for you, pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. So they're measuring at slightly different sizes there. Green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well, so they're the same size there. Blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And blue number 2, this is the lighter of the two, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. Let me bring you back up. And I do hope, like I say, that you're happy with those there. I'm just popping these in here for you. Can you have them all on jump rings? You love them. Of course you can. More importantly, I'm glad you're happy with the colours. Let me write that down for you. On jump rings. Okay, so that invoice will get sent through tomorrow for you, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, you have a trick or treat as well, so if I dive in here, just give them a little mix and then pull one out that way around. So your trick or treat, Virginia, and you have a treat. You have a 20% off code for the website. So if you would like to order again in the future, you'll have this code to use. Now again, you'll be able to use it straight away, or if you want to hold on to it, it doesn't have an expiry date on there. Thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You can get other shaped pearls. You can have, like, they're called rice pearls, and they look the shape of rice or the shape of eggs, if you like. We've got South Sea pearls, which are larger, Tahitian pearls, which I actually have, which are different colour. You've got the disc pearls, you've got lots of different shaped pearls. You've got the fireball pearls, which we sell as well. They're on the website, the fireball pendants. You've got, I mean, I could keep going. You've got loads of different types of pearls. But yeah, we've got the ones which are coming out for oysters are the round ones. So up next is Wendy Walker, and Wendy, hello, you are here. Wendy, we'll do your mini sparkle dip first, if that's okay. So you've got an oyster opening with that as well. So your mini sparkle dip, again, we're just going to pop them down and give them a mix here. And then if I dive in and get a good pinch. Okay, so sticking with the raindrop theme, apparently, I'm going to grab a load and show you all that there's not just raindrops in there. They keep coming out, but I promise you there's so many different ones in there. So let's go down. It's just a raindrop theme night. Now you actually have a clear crystal raindrop here, Wendy. So as you can see, it's that beautiful raindrop shape. However, you've got that clear crystal colour, which means anything that goes behind it, it's going to show through that pendant, which means it's going to go with anything that you put it with there. What do you think to this one? Now, if you're happy with this one, you can stick. And if you're not happy, or if you'd like to risk it, you can twist it, Wendy. What do you think? What would you like to do? Twist. Not a problem. So that one will stay out of the bag and then it will get added back in again after your twist. So if I dive in and then I'm going to close my eyes, and I've got a big pinch there. Oh, I can hear them all. Is that one? No, I think that's, there we go. Okay, so you have this one here. Let me just gather these up and pop those ones back in. So you have a heart crystal charm. Now this is a different style heart to what we have on the website. Now we have seen this style in our pendants. Obviously this is a slightly smaller one than our pendants, and this is a deep pink heart charm. So you can see it's got that longer, thinner point to it at the bottom there, and it's that deep rose pink. Actually, no, it's not a rose pink. I'm ever so sorry. It's like a mulberry pink. Wendy, I hope you're happy with this one. Now you have a oyster opening with this one. So are you thinking pearl on or pearl off of your jewellery there? So you said you'd like a mystery oyster and to keep your shells. And like I say, pearl on or pearl off. And is there a certain colour you're hoping for? What time are we on till? So we don't set times for the lives. Obviously, we're not going to be on past 2 a.m. say, just because I do have the school run in the morning. But we normally go on until the end of the order list, and that can be any time from normally now to midnight, 1ish. So it just depends on the order list. So let's go down, Wendy, for your mystery oyster. You'd like the pearl on the charm. Okay, so in here you have a lighter pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. And I can see you have a Cadbury purple there. And I'm already looking at that purple and looking at that heart to see the colours together. I love it. However, of course, Wendy, it's completely your decision. So I'll hold them next to each other in just a moment so you can see them together, and then you can decide what you'd like to do. Now, again, if you're happy with this pearl, you can keep him. Or if you're not happy, we can swap him as well. So let me hold him up for you, and then you can have a look and make that decision. Yep, there has been a 4 a.m. finish once. I think that was on a weekend though, wasn't it? So here is your Cadbury purple. He's a beautiful purple. If I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. So I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna have to hold the charm up like this. So I do apologise, but it's just the best way so you can see both the charm and the pearl together. Now, what do you think, Wendy? Are you happy with those two together? Or if you prefer to swap the pearl, you can do so. I think that pearl is the perfect size for that heart though, because the pearl normally with the charms, don't they normally sit around here and they can sort of swing around. Biggest pearl we've popped is a 9. If you do get a 9, you're in our 9 club and you get a badge as well. Can you swap for a black? Of course you can. I've actually got the blacks here because I was swapping some earlier. So let me have a look. I'm going to look to see if I can get a similar size pearl as well though, if that's okay with you. Because like I said, I do think that size is good for that charm. Now, don't get me wrong, larger pearls will look good as well. It's just personal preference. So, oh, look at that. Now just confirm, are you happy with that black on that heart? Let me bring you back up. Yes, love the colour combo. I do as well. Perfect. So let me just write this down, and that we're going to have the black on there. Okay. So you also have a 25 pearl oyster, Wendy. So with your 25 pearl oyster, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for with this one? Now you're just going to have to excuse me because the 25 pearl oyster bag was right at the back. There we go. So this is the 25 pearl oyster bag. And we have this one here. So let's get him open. Keep the shells, and you're not picky on the colours. Sorry, I had hair on my face. So keep the shells, not picky on the colours. Well, we'll see what comes out and we'll go from there. So let's go down. So you can see this is your 25 pearl oyster there. Oh, beautiful deep pop there. Okay, so let's have a little look. I can see a few peepers. Okay, not many peepers there. A few on that side, one on that side there. Let's see if we can open him up. And there we go. There's lots of pearls there. Now the flesh is actually still attached. I don't think I've... Yep, the flesh is ripped in two there because I didn't... I do apologise. I thought I got it off the top here, but I didn't quite. So we're just going to squidge both halves. So we've got one runaway, and I can see two there that I can actually pour out. Then I can definitely see another one in here. I'm just going to see if I can take that flesh off there. Okay, so let's squidge this in sections then. So there's no more in that bit there, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. On this half there's no more there, so I am popping that to the side. So we've got 4 runaways there, and then we've got lots of pearls in amongst this flesh. Now obviously I've just pulled half of that off, I do apologise, but let's squidge this half here and get the rest of your pearls out. Oh, look at those colours. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So again, let's just give these a quick count and then I'll clean up your shells in a moment for you, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. Okay, let me just count these again for you. None ran away, did they? No. Okay, so 1, hang on. If I move this down, then they can go on the other piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. Okay, so what's going to happen now, my lovely? So sometimes, now they are cultured oysters and there should be 25 pearls in there. Sometimes we do have more than 25 pearls. I think the most we've had out of one is 28 pearls. And obviously sometimes we do have less than 25 pearls, which is obviously not what you've paid for. So what I actually do is I offer you the additional oyster openings for the pearls, or if you prefer to just have 2 pearl colours that you choose, I can add those 2 pearls in. So we've got 23 pearls here, which means you can either have an extra 2 oysters or you can have 2 additional colour pearls, my lovely. Now they're not on the tray. I'm just trying to look. No, they're not on the tray. Let me lift that up. No, that does happen sometimes. It's just something that happens. I'm going to pop these in the sand and then we'll have a proper look on the tray. So I'm going to put the darker pearls towards the top and the lighter pearls towards the bottom. And then if you would like additional oyster openings, we'll do those first. Or if you prefer to pick the pearl colours, I'll go through all of these colours first. So then you could possibly see which colours you don't have. and then you can request those. So Wendy, I do apologise that there wasn't 25 in there, but we'll definitely make them up to 25. Just let me know which way round you'd prefer to do it. So either have the oyster openings or to have the, so there's none in the kitchen towel there. Oh, that's just a piece of shell. And there's none on the tray at all. That's just the purple lights you can see from the cat. Oh. Oh. Mystery for the 2. Okay, of course you can. No, I think this is the first time we've ever had less than the 24 in there. So I do apologise, but you'd like mystery, and we'll grab 2 mystery oysters. So even if there's multiple in these oysters, you get to keep them. So you'll definitely have 25 or more pearls, okay? I do apologise, but let me just get these open for you, and then we'll make those pearls up. So let's go down. You have a light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Are we keeping these shells, or would you like to donate these shells? And in your first oyster, I can see you have a lilac lavender. And there's no more in that one. Yep, that's not a problem. So your first pearl, you have a lilac lavender. Look at him, he's slightly two-tonal, so he's lighter and darker as you go around the pearl there. And then moving on to mystery oyster number 2, you have a softer pop there. And in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with hot pink pearls. And looking at your oyster, you didn't have a lavender or a hot pink. You have like a bright pink, but you don't have hot pink. So you've got colours which weren't in your 25 or 23 pearl oyster. Again, I'm sorry about that. So you've still got different colours. You're not a purple fan, but you love the lilac. Oh, I love that. Oh, so let me grab these as well. We're going to pop them all in the sand. Now I'm going to grab them as we go and put them on the board. Are you happy for me to measure them, the largest and the smallest, or would you prefer me to measure them all? Now I am going to go through and we'll go through each one individually to show you the colours, but just let me know what you think and what you would like to do. So here they are all together. Like I said, it's a little bit brighter with that light there. So what we're going to do is just going to put each row on the board here so we can see the colours slightly more closely. So your first row are darker pearls there. Largest and the smallest is fine. So you've got this darker gunmetal grey, then we've got a dark silver, a chocolatey silver, and then a lighter silver. So you've got the dark gunmetal grey, dark silver, chocolatey silver, and then lighter silver from your first top row there. You then have another silver here, a lighter still than the ones that we had a moment ago. Now you've got 2 chocolate bronze pearls, one which is slightly darker than the other, and then this one on the end is a runaway. He's a base silver, but he does have this slight grape purple overtone. So base silver with that purple overtone. So lighter silver still than the ones you've got already. 2 chocolate bronzes, both of which are different sizes, and then that grape silver there. Let me just pop these ones back in the sand. Then moving on to your next, we're going to do sets of 4s. So this isn't, I've got 5 in this row, so we're going to start doing them slightly differently. But I think sets of 4s is better because that's what the camera can fit in when I hold them up. So this one here, you've got this 2-tonal Pepsi blue. If you can see that there, lighter Smurf blue and then darker Pepsi blue areas as you go around that pearl. He's lovely. You've got this brighter pink, again slightly 2-tonal with brighter and lighter areas. A 2-tonal icy blue, and then you have this coral on the end. So 2-tonal Smurf and Pepsi blue, 2-tonal bright pink, 2-tonal icy blue and coral. We then have these 4 here. So these are very similar in tones. You've got a coral here. Now this is lighter than the coral we just saw. You have a pastel watermelon. So that watermelon's got that slight pinky coral tone. You have more of a natural coloured pink, and then more of a natural coloured pinky, no, sorry. Natural rose gold and then a natural pinky rose gold. Sorry, I was looking at that one. Mixed them up. So you've got your coral, watermelon, rose gold and pinky rose gold. We then have these 4 pastel colours. Oh, Pebbles, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Now this one here is light silver. Now it's almost like a moonlight colour because it's sort of white with a silver overtone, like a magical moonlight colour. I love that one. You've got a 2-tonal yellow and autumn peach. So this one, hopefully you can see. So it's got yellow and then you move round this lighter autumn peach tone there. Again, guys, don't click on any links there. You've got a pastel apple green, again slightly 2-tonal with lighter and brighter areas of the apple green, and then you've got a baby blush pink. Now this is, I'm actually going to say that this is an off-white pink, so it's very, very light pink there. Okay, so then moving on to this one here, so you've got a pastel apple green, a 2-tonal autumn peach, so lighter and darker autumn peach there. Now this is what came out of your mystery oyster, this is your lilac, and then you've got a baby pink on the end. So apple green, 2-tonal autumn peach, lilac, and then a baby pink. And then moving on to your last 2 pearls, which again are the 2 which came out of your mystery oyster, and these are the hot pink twins. Now these twins do visually look like they're different sizes there. Okay, so I'm going to go through and measure the largest and smallest. However, before I do that, I'm going to just hold them up again. Wendy, are you happy with all of those colours? Now, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. Or if you prefer to take a screenshot and email me any colour swaps or anything like that, we can do that as well. Or if, of course, if you're happy, that's perfect. So just let me know. I'm going to measure through them for you, but you can let me know what you would like to do. So visually, we're going to do the largest and the smallest. So we're going to try that green as the smallest. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. That yellow and autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5, and the lighter coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So your smallest is a 6.5 there. You'll do swaps via email. Yep, of course, that's absolutely fine. I'll make a note that you'd like to do some swaps. And even if you then change your mind and you prefer to keep all the colours, do email me because I won't send this out until I've heard from you, okay? If we measure the largest, we need to measure that brighter pink. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Your lilac lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So your smallest is a 6.5. Your largests are 8s. And then, like I say, I'll make a little note just to say that you'd like to do some swaps. And then when you're ready, just email me over with your order number. That's the 5-digit number you'll find in your confirmation order email. And then, yeah, just let me know what you would like to do, and that's absolutely fine. Just wrapping all these up for you. They're all gorgeous. They are. You've got some lovely colours there. I love that moonlight one. Like I say, it's like a white with a silver overtone. It's just, yeah, magical. I think moonlight is a magical colour. Okay, sorry, I'm just wrapping up your shells here. Okay, and so pop your pearls on here as well. Right, so let me write down that you're going to email me colour swaps, and then we'll do your trick or treat. Okay, so your trick or treats, my lovely. And in here, you have a treat. You have a 10% off code. So tomorrow you'll get an email from us with a 10% off code. Now you'll be able to use that on the website if you'd like to order again. And you'll be able to use it straight away, or you can hold on to it because it doesn't have an expiry date. Wendy, I hope you're happy with everything there, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. I'll keep an eye out for your email, and your shells are all safely up there as well. No, Wendy, you're very, very welcome. This is our Madam Mim. There you go. Good old Madam Mim. It's coming along. It's not a fast thing, I'm afraid, because it does, to be honest, now Kia's here, things like that can move on a lot faster than they did. But we're just getting Kia up to scratch with everything, and then, yeah, we can sort everything out. Right, up next this evening is Sam Tanner. Sam, are you here? There we go. Sam, hello. Sam, you have a tantalising treat. So let's bring up the faces. Do I need to top up any on the board? I do. Okay, so what I'll need from you, my lovely, is which face you would like and what number you would like as well. So number 1's the top line, number 2's the middle line, and number 3's the bottom line. And then the faces, as you can see, are Casper, Toothy, Dracula, Gnasher, and Evel Knievel. So I'll need to know what face you would like and what number face you would like, and then we'll get your tantalising treats down from the board. What do you think? Evel Knievel. Let me bring you back. Evel Knievel number 3. So I just need to move out the way because Evel Knievel's this one on the end here, and number 3 is this bottom one here. So if I come back again, this is Evel Knievel. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So you have number 1, 2 and 3. There's no more in that one. So let me just get these open for you. There's number 1, number 2 and number 3. So like I say, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So let's go down. Keep the shells. Of course you can. It's not a problem at all. Okay, so oyster, we'll do the biggest one first because then the other shells can nestle in there. So oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in here, Sam, I can see straight away you are quadding. You are quadding, my lovely. Now, bigger shells don't always mean that you've got more pearls in there, but on this occasion, you've got a quadding oyster there. So the colour, you're looking for a girl colour and a boy colour. So if you're looking for generic girl and boy colours, you've actually got a pink and a blue right here in your first oyster. Now I say that because one of my nephew's favourite colours is pink and he absolutely loves it. So yeah, it just depends on what you mean by girls and boys colours. So we'll see what comes out, and hopefully there'll be some colours here, Sam, that you're happy with. So let me pop them on the board to start with. You have a pastel apple green, a icy blue, a deeper candy floss pink and a Pepsi blue there. So pastel apple green, icy blue, pink and Pepsi blue. Then moving on to your next oysters. There's one side and the other side. And in here, coming out this way, you have a darker black cherry, he looks like. There's no more in that one. So again, I'm just going to clean the shells as we go, and then we'll have a closer look at that black cherry. And there he is on the board. He is that beautiful deep colour there. And then Sam, moving on to your last oyster. Again, Evel Knievel number 3, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's open him up. So there's one side and the other side. And in here you have a large lemon yellow. And there's no more in that one. You've actually got a lovely selection of colours here, Sam. I hope you're happy with these. What fitting will go on necklace and Pandora bracelet? That's a hoop fitting, my lovely. So yeah, a hoop fitting is a slide-on fitting, and it slides on to, either a chain or that Pandora style bracelet. So here is your lemon yellow. So if I pop them in the sand and hold them up so you can see, your quadding oyster, you've got apple green, icy blue, pink and Pepsi blue. Then you've got that black cherry and lemon yellow as well. I hope you're happy with all of those colours. If I run them through the board for you, your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Your icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. That pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Your Pepsi blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Your black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And that lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. So let me bring you back up there. You'd like them all on hoop fittings? Of course you can. That's not a problem. Let me just wrap these shells up for you. And then I'll write that down as well. So that invoice for the hoop fittings will get sent tomorrow for you, Sam. And it will go to the email address that's on the order form, okay? Let me just pop these in here and then I'll write that down. Okay, perfect. Very happy. Oh, bless you. Well, I'm glad you're happy. Sorry, my voice is my voice just because I'm talking a lot. Now we get to do your trick or treat as well. So if I dive in here, good luck, my lovely. Oh, so your trick or treat, and you have a treat, which means you have 20% off code for the website. So if you would like to order again in the future, you're going to get sent tomorrow a 20% off code again to the email address that's on the order form. And again, you can use that straight away or you can hold on to it because it won't have an expiry date on there. Sam, I hope you're happy with everything there. I've wrapped up your shells as well, and that's all safe up there for you. Okay, perfect. And up next is Amy. Amy, hello. Everyone knows whereabouts they are on the order list now. I think you all know the routine now, so you all know, which I love because it just means that obviously you're yeah, I love that you're watching and you know how it goes, and hopefully I'm being clear so you guys who are new who's watching, you understand the process. If not, any questions, do ask. So happy you got the colours you wanted, Sam. Perfect. And would have picked. So no, you're very, very welcome. I'm glad you're happy, my lovely. Okay, so Amy Hallin, hello, my lovely. You are up next. We're going to do your mini. Oh, I just bit my tongue. Sorry. I don't know why I did that. Oh. We've just frozen on Facebook here, so we're just going to restart the live. I'll see you in a moment, guys, for part 2.